think it might be working. Not sure yet. Okay. Yeah, you guys are all the way. Need more food, too. I should work on that. Lego. Sure. Grab stuff faster. Why not? Meat. Grab the meat. Higher, you needed meat. Have some meat. Haha. Here's the working dish. Quality's not great. Seems okay though. I wonder if it'll work in 1080p. Would be nice. No? Don't want to work? Come on, play nice. Help me out here. I should be streaming high enough for it. How about 720? Play nice at 720. Actually looks pretty decent. Not bad. Although YouTube is complaining now. That's great. To increase my microphone settings. Seems like it might be a little on the quiet side. Not 100% sure just yet. At the very least, it does seem like things are kind of working. That's a good thing. So it'd be nicer if I could actually stream it in 1080p, but that doesn't seem to be actually cooperating. I'll give it a minute and see if that works. I think it is higher quality than what everyone was getting last night, though, so I definitely feel better about that. Are there any supply crates that I can get quickly? Does not look like it. I'll go grab some more wood right quick, though. I do want to get some more charcoal, so that's kind of what I got going on right now. Chop, 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 chop. Must be early morning. Early morning lags. Not quite sure why that is, but it does. I really wish YouTube gave better, more helpful information. I don't know what check video settings is supposed to mean. Doesn't mean anything to me. Ah, someone found that I am testing again. It's 2 nights in a row. Theoretically, the video should look much better today than it did yesterday. I suppose I could promote this across the channel to actually let people know, but I was goofing around on my own and didn't really want to grab too much attention if things were totally broken. Oh, that's right, I need to put some of that stuff away. You go in there, you go in there. You go in there. We don't need as many narcotics as I have. Let's grab a few of those. And we'll throw some more wood on fire because I can. Is there room in there? There's not. It would be far too convenient if there were. Grab that. Might as well get some use out of this wood. Sure, I don't think it'll need that much. I'm going to throw some more in there. Trying to make wood, right? Trying to make charcoal, rather. Those are full, aren't they? And you guys are good to go. Are you full with plants yet? Oh. And you are not quite as full as the other one was. That's a lot of carrots compared to what I had before. Suppose I should make some more walls right quick too, huh? This is the sort of stuff I can potentially see myself doing just for kicks. Live streaming. Not really doing anything proper as far as an episode is concerned. So, you know, this kind of works. I'm gonna have to do this stuff at some point, so why not? Where are walls these days? Right there. I'm going to run out of wood. I wish it didn't take so long to do all this stuff, but it helped quite a bit cranking the gathering up to 2 times. Although that makes me wonder now. No, I'm pretty sure it's only at 2. Huh, I don't remember taking that engram either. Interesting. I guess I did at some point. Ah, yes, now I remember. Thought it might be handy to use it at some point. Hello, welcome into the channel. I'm just goofing around right now. Pay no attention to me. I'm really just experimenting to see if the settings are okay. And there you go. Game is loud and I am not. Wonder if something changed. No. Let's see if that's any better. Theoretically, I should be fair bit louder than the game right now, but that doesn't always work out well. Hello, Enrique. Welcome aboard. I'm just goofing around right now. I'm going to be saying that a lot. I'm not sure I'm going to be doing this for very long. I'm really just messing with my streaming settings and seeing if it actually plays okay or not. Not 100% convinced that it's okay right now, but I think it looks better than it did last night. Theoretically, it'll actually give you a 1080p stream right now. Can't say for certain it'll look great, but it should have it as an option if you have the bandwidth to spare. That's going to be on the wrong side, isn't it? I hate these walls so much. They never go the direction I think they're going to. There we go. That one I think was right. How about you? Are you going to be the right direction? Because they're all set up in different directions. It's quite silly. Let's go over this way where I have some more walls to put up. Yeah, sound effects do get kind of loud in this game. I have noticed that as well. Maybe since I'm not doing that stuff right now, it'll be okay for a moment. Wow, did I actually run out of foundations? Holy cow, I caught up with that. Huh. Alright. Do you guys have any feedback on what the video looks like in terms of, you know, color, quality, etc.? Would appreciate that. Like I said, I think things are looking better than they were yesterday. I was goofing around a little bit last night. Played for maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes, and the stream was up and down constantly. It was pretty terrible. I felt pretty bad because folks were trying to watch, and, you know, it just was not going well, let me tell you. But it seems to be better today. I've made some technical changes such that I hope it'll be okay now. I haven't tried pushing the limits of what I can actually stream, so I don't know, we'll see. Theoretically, I can throw out more than I am right now. It's just, I want to see if it'll work at where I'm at right now. Where is, oh man, there we go. Sure, craft all of them, why not? Cool, thank you very much, appreciate that. Good to know it looks okay. Pretty sure it looked like garbage last night, but everyone was rather kind and didn't say that. I know I'm encumbered. I'll have more space once I craft more stuff. Ah, wrong button. Throw those guys in there so I can go start popping them down. It would be nice to actually have all of this enclosed so I can set all of the dinosaurs on wander. I feel bad that they just have to kind of stand there. Though, is it weird that I feel bad about non-existent virtual dinosaurs having to just stand there? It does seem a little odd. At some point I think I'm going to have to tear some walls down for a behemoth gate too. It's weird, I have this gigantic monitor I play on, such that I can actually see most of my YouTube settings page for the stream right now. But I also, just for kicks, set up a laptop on the desk so I could stream the video in terms of what everyone else is seeing, and it's kind of, I don't know, disjointed looking over and seeing both. Here, let me see if I can play with that. Now let's try there. And maybe by the time the stream catches up and I craft some more things, that'll sound better. Probably won't stream on the weekend. I actually don't have a whole lot of time to do stuff on the weekends. You'd think that wouldn't be the case, but that's not how my schedule tends to play out. I might do a little streaming next week, If I do, it'll be during the day. And it'll probably be mostly unannounced. But I might have a little bit of time on, I don't know, possibly Wednesday, possibly Thursday, possibly Friday. And that would be in the afternoon, like Pacific Standard Time. So, you know, I'm a West Coaster, so if you happen to be around on those days, pop in. I might be doing something. If I do, I'll set everything so that it advertises it as a featured thing going on. But I don't know how much I intend to actually stream. That's a good question that I haven't really answered yet. Every time I ask myself that question. Man, does anyone else find these incredibly frustrating trying to place, or is it just me? I swear, I just have the worst luck trying to place these things. Come on. That one actually went down pretty nicely. This is really freeform. There is no rhyme or reason to this, other than trying to give everyone some room to run around in. Although, I'm sure some of these are more forest dinosaurs, so kind of penning them up on a beach isn't probably their ideal location, but, you know. They are not capable of speech, so they're not going to be able to complain about it. Look at that. That's actually pretty close to locking everything in. I don't know if I'm going to come out a little more. I think I will. Pull it back a little bit. Yeah, I've done a little Twitch streaming in the past. Not a whole lot. I don't know. I don't have anything against Twitch. It's just that I already have... I don't want to say an audience. That doesn't feel like the right word to use, but people know I'm over here. So if they know I'm over here, then... I don't know, you kind of know I'm over here. On Twitch, no one really knows I'm around, and it can be hard to break in over there and have people find you. So, I don't know. I do really like the idea that if I'm doing something here, I can just kind of advertise it in the channel and it pops up, so if anyone happens to be doing anything where they're watching a video or they happen to be on the channel for some reason or another, maybe leaving a comment or something, boom, it pops up, there you go. You know I'm doing stuff. I actually really enjoy that. I will say that YouTube's details pages and everything else, ooh, those leave something to be desired. This is clearly a beta product in all the worst senses. I don't want to make all of them. Let's do 8. Theoretically, sound will be quieter now. Ping, 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 ping. Slowly moving. Hey, Pengu. I'm just goofing around here. Pay no attention to me. Although that might be not the right thing to say considering I'm the one streaming. I'm just testing stuff. I'm not really doing anything. I'm just kind of goofing around. I'm actually walking incredibly slowly because I'm carrying way too much wood and I need to make some walls. So let's just go ahead and do that. That way I can actually move again. I'm just soliciting feedback, video, sound, etc. If it looks okay, sounds okay, that sort of stuff. Did a little bit of this last night. Seemed to work out okay-ish once I kind of got my settings somewhat squared away. Yeah, let's keep going up this way, why not? Nope, U-turn, thank you. Yeah, I'll keep going. Why not? Again, this is really freeform. I really don't have any particular design in mind as I'm doing this. Not at all. Less stabbing in your ears is a good thing. I actually have enough hearing damage from various things over the years that I am really sensitive to that. So if I can not stab you in the ears versus can stab you in the ears, I'm going to go with not. That seems like a good idea in my book. There we go. Oh, the question of single player or multiplayer for this game. I prefer single player, but that's more or less because I prefer single player in general. Not that I have anything against multiplayer, but it's funny, as I've gotten older, I have realized there are certain things I don't care for anymore. Competitive multiplayer is pretty much one of them. And when I say competitive, I mean not just, hey, let's goof around and have fun. I mean, I don't know, the really crazy, I don't know, go play CSGO or something like that. I don't have anything against those games. It just, I'm too old to do that anymore. I couldn't tell you how many hours of Doom I played. When I say Doom, I mean original Doom. Well, more Doom 2 than Doom. So, I don't know. I don't really, I'm not big on deathmatch and that sort of stuff anymore. The hours I put in playing Doom 2 deathmatch with friends. Oh man, old school Team Fortress. You know, not this Team Fortress built on Quake. Quake? No. I used to play Team Fortress built on Quake World, not Team Fortress built on Source. What is it, Team Fortress 2? As it technically is. Yeah, I'm an old school gamer. I go way back. I've had my competitive days. I used to do a lot of CTF in Quake 2. That was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed that. But, I don't know. Maybe you like multiplayer more than I do. My other problem, and I do say this from time to time, normally not in the videos, my schedule is really wacky, so it doesn't really allow me to play multiplayer stuff. That's why all of my videos are single player. Smudge on the screen. Yeah, I know you said that a little while ago. I was busy giving a monologue, so... Actually, I need to work on my overlay. I whipped that up in about 3 seconds, maybe 5. It's not great. It's the logo I've been using. But I don't really want to do anything invasive. I see what folks use for streaming, and I kind of shudder. Welcome back, Junior. I have no interest in doing the big streamy overlay thing that's constantly saying, hey, new followers and all that sort of thing. That just, you know what? That feels so disingenuous. I can't be that person. Maybe other people can, and it doesn't come across that way to them, but for me, I'm antisocial to begin with. You have to understand that about me. So this is actually a massive step outside my comfort zone. And by this, I mean doing video and especially streaming. I need to grab some food. I'm kind of slowly starving here. You know, this game does have interesting PvP, I'll say. I see you mentioning raids. I've never played Rust. It's funny, I see a lot of talk about Rust, be it on the Steam forums or in Reddit, whatever. I know a lot of games out right now, a lot of the multiplayer, multiplayer survival games are heavily influenced by Rust, or at least that's the impression I get. Like I said, I've never played Rust. I actually have no interest in playing Rust because, I don't know, I guess I just don't. I don't have anything against the game, but I just don't. But this one I saw, and I saw dinosaurs and thought, I like dinosaurs, this sounds like fun, and here we go. But multiplayer does feel, to me, based on what I've read, and the few minutes I experienced when I was testing the game out when it first came out, I don't know. I could see this game being a lot of fun with some friends, but you will not catch me playing on an official server. There is no way. I have zero interest in that. That is my idea of a nightmare. But yeah, no big face cam, no big subscriber updates, no annoying sound every time someone subscribes, all that sort of stuff. Truly, whatever. To each their own. I really should shut up about that, because I'm being really judgmental about that, and that's not what I really mean to be. I'm just saying that's not for me. It totally works for other people, and I get that, and I'm not trying to force my ideals or my ideas onto them. That's definitely not my intent. But it's not for me. Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm reading the chat right now and trying to figure out how I want to answer a couple of questions. And that's great. That's good stuff. By the way, is my audio peaking? I have a feeling it's really peaking and getting really obnoxious every time I laugh. I got to figure out how to really kind of balance some of this stuff out. I actually ordered a new mic and a new audio interface today, and that's probably not going to solve the problem of being too loud. But, whatever. I'll just have to play with stuff as I go. It's really only a problem if it's something I'm streaming. If I'm doing stuff after the fact, I handle all that stuff in post, and generally speaking, unless I have messed up and missed something, I don't peek on the videos. But streaming, I suspect that's a definite possibility. And yes, I'm aware over on Twitch you can do some cool subscriber-y stuff where people basically support you. I actually think that's a really cool idea, and I'm not saying that's something I want to do right now. I actually really do think that is a cool idea, because that opens the possibility of really a different kind of media. And before I answer the question about favorite YouTuber, I don't know if any of you guys watch various other podcasts. For a long time I was watching a lot of Twit's podcasts. I kind of stopped. That's a whole other story for why I don't watch those anymore. And when Tom Merritt moved on, and that is actually part of the reason I don't watch those anymore, he started doing his own thing, and he does his own podcasts, and basically does a daily tech news show, and that's actually the name of the show, funny enough. I should have enough for... Oh, I'm missing thatch now. Holy cow, I finally ran out of thatch. Let's go grab some more then. But what he does is he basically has a Patreon that he runs, and this was, probably before Patreon was super popular. I know a lot of the streamers use Patreon, and YouTubers do as well, and again, I think all that stuff is actually really cool. I don't have any problem with that whatsoever. But he basically runs a Patreon where folks directly support him and what he's doing. And I truly think that is awesome. I mean, 20 years ago, you couldn't do that. There's no way. And the guy puts out quality stuff, like really quality stuff. And as he's been getting more money on a monthly basis, he has been increasing the quality of his programming. Now, I will admit, it's been a little while. I kind of fell off the face of the earth for a while there and haven't watched a lot of his stuff, but I've been catching up, at least on the audio, and I was looking the other day to see what he's doing in terms of his, his Patreon goals, that sort of thing. And I gotta say, I don't know, he's just, he's doing it right. So, I don't have anything against streamers, YouTubers, whatever, doing the whole Patreon thing, or I guess the Twitch equivalent is subscribing straight through Twitch. I actually think that's really cool. It lets people do something completely different. It gives them a way that they can support what is actually an incredibly expensive hobby if you allow it to be so. I allow it to be so, but I'm also a bit of a tech nerd and a gadget hound, so I end up buying a lot of stuff that I have no need to buy. So, you know, the idea of doing some sort of support thing, I don't know. I'm not opposed to that. Maybe in the future, not right now. I don't feel like I'm at a point where I'm ready to do that. Granted, that could change next week. That could change next year. That could never change. I don't know. But, you know, I do monetize the videos. I make no bones of that. That's right there for everyone to see. I'm not trying to hide that, but I'm not so sure I'm ready to run Patreon or something along those lines right now. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe when YouTube gets the streaming thing out of beta, they'll do some stuff that works out pretty well. I don't know. Maybe not. I guess my problem is, if people are going to be paying me money monthly, what do I give them in return for that? And I haven't answered that question. So to answer the question that was asked a long time ago, who's my favorite YouTuber? I gotta admit, I don't really watch anyone. I will occasionally watch a specific game, but I don't watch anyone specifically, generally speaking. I have watched a few different folks, some of their different stuff, and I do like them. I like Cromulent Archer. He puts out some pretty good stuff. I think we have a similar sense of humor. That might be why I like him. He has a really dry sense of humor. I find myself cracking up quite a bit when I'm watching him. I also like Blitz Kriegsler. Wow, I can't say his name. That's funny, I've seen him explode in the last few months. He was kind of, I don't know, he was way bigger than I am right now when I first stumbled onto him. But he has really exploded, and he puts out really good stuff. I like him too. He's a funny dude. He's a little more high energy, and he is, he has such a dark sense of humor, but does it in such a playful way. And it's funny, I think both of those guys, I'm not 100% sure, I think both of them are clean commentary, which is really funny that I would like both of them, although I get really annoyed when I watch people and all they do is swear incessantly. And believe me, I have nothing against swearing, but I don't like it when it's used as a crutch. I have problems with that. I think Stephen King said it best, and to paraphrase him, there's nothing wrong with swearing when it's used correctly. That's kind of how I feel. You know what? Make all of them. Why not? One of these days I'll get around to a saber tooth, and yes, I am way behind in chat. I'm sorry. And thank you. I am rather fond of the color scheme as well, but I'm glad other people like it. Is that bad that I say I'm fond of it? Probably is. I should shut up. Really just still, again, checking, making sure things are working here. When I was doing this last night, I had everything up and down multiple times. It was just dying as I was going. It's kind of funny. I realized why and immediately felt dumb, but, you know, that's what happens when you don't pay attention to the right settings or you get a little aggressive with them. Time to chomp on some food. Alright, let's go throw some more of these foundations down. One good thing about going through and doing all this stuff is crafting gets you a boatload of experience. Since I haven't really just been running around and randomly stabbing things, I guess I can use the experience. Man, I kind of regret making that turn right there. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to knock this one down. I hate this. There we go. I hate that because I'm impatient, not because it's bad. I am always so impatient when I'm trying to do that. I forget that you have to actually do what it says and hold. Oh, come on. We can do this. This is going to be hilarious if by the time the next episode posts I have a complete fence. I don't think I'm going to, but I would laugh if I do. It's going to be a good part of one, I'll tell you that much. Can I target you? No? There we go. Patient. Look at that, I was patient that time. Actually waited. Good for me. No cats, actually. There were no cat-related problems last night. You might be inclined to think that. Actually, I have a cat on my lap right now. But no, it was strictly me. My settings were just straight up bad. I was trying to stream at a rate that was way, way higher than what actual bandwidth I have available to me. So I turned things down, and that definitely helped. But it seemed like it was still having problems, so today I thought, you know, wireless is a great invention and all, but Wi-Fi is actually not good for anything that involves constant data. So it looks really terrible. I have my cable modem and my router set up in a closet, and it's pretty cool. Everything is set up in there, so you can't see any of it. It's really nice. It's all tucked away. And I have a bunch of Cat 6 that I ran through the house years ago to a spot that I don't have anything set up anymore. So my thought was to basically slap some new Cat 6 down, or rather take the one that's already been placed and see if I can reuse that and put it into a different room, since I have changed everything up over the years. So instead I just ran a big cable from one room to the other instead of properly running it through the attic like everything else, because I wanted to do the test to see if it worked. And surprise, surprise, running over gigabit Ethernet runs much better than trying to run over Wi-Fi. Who would have guessed? I don't think all of you guys were on last night, but I did notice something happen at some point. I'm missing a dodo. Tweedledee is missing. I don't know what happened. I was told last night there's some sort of invisibility glitch, so maybe she's actually in here and I just can't see her. I don't know. Maybe she fell through the floor. That's my guess is she fell into quicksand somewhere in the corner back here. I don't know. I'm a little annoyed by that though, because nothing can get in here to actually attack her, so it's not like there's anything there that would do it. I mean, it looks solid. I mean, as solid as thatch can be anyway. Minecraft or ARK? I haven't played Minecraft in a long time. I got in on the ground floor with Minecraft way before anyone even heard about it for the most part. I was way in the early alpha stages, and I played that game for, I couldn't even tell you how many hours I put into it. It was ridiculous. But I kind of stopped playing it because I played so much, but I got burnt out. And it's crazy because, well, I was going to say Notch, but Notch has nothing to do with it anymore. Hasn't for a long time, actually. But that game has changed a lot since I last played it. The one thing I do like about Minecraft, though, is it's a little more diverse. You get redstone and all of that. There are just so many things you can do in the game, which is really cool. But these days I prefer this one. Maybe because it's a simpler game, I'm not really sure. Maybe just because it has dinosaurs. I don't really know, but didn't mean to drink that. I'm trying to grab my torch. But I don't have anything against Minecraft. Like I said, I played so much of it that I'm kind of at the point where I just can't play it anymore. What am I missing? Wow. I only have enough to do one, huh? More thatch. Yeah, I've pretty much deforested this area over here. I guess I need to move on to somewhere else. Grab some more thatch. I will say this game is a lot more enjoyable for me since I cranked up the gathering settings. It was really painful going at 1 times standard, so to speak, gathering settings. This is much better. Pull out my torch so I'm not as cold. Hey, Andy. Yeah, they sure do. Hey, James. This has technically been around for a while, the streaming, but Google is really trying to ramp up on their video game streaming since Amazon is making money hand over fist with Twitch. It is Amazon who bought Twitch, right? I'm not forgetting that, or misremembering that, or whatever the right word is right now. I'm not making that up. But yeah, this is technically in beta right now. They've been... I don't even know what to say. They've been working on things, and it's definitely not... This is not a full-baked product. They definitely need to do some more work on things. But it does, technically speaking, work. I knew that was going to happen. Every time I turn a corner. I think once they get this figured out, it may turn into something. YouTube streaming, that is. I mean, you figure YouTube has Google money. Well, YouTube has YouTube money. They don't even need Google money anymore. But, you know, I think if they roll it out right, it can turn into a thing. I'm not convinced it will. Google has a track record for screwing things up, if you ask me. Not everything, just certain things. This is the sort of thing they don't get, or haven't historically gotten. I think YouTube succeeded in spite of Google. Then again, Google bought YouTube once it was big, but it continues to succeed not because Google has done anything with it, but because it was so big it can't fail at this point. Yeah, I should bring a dinosaur out. That would actually make a whole lot of sense. Hi. But, I've just been running around on my own because I'm not sure how long I'm going to be playing, and I don't want to have to drag another dinosaur back with me. That'll just take too long. Potentially. I know, I'm encumbered. Here, make some more walls. I am not in danger of running out of fiber, am I? Not at all. I need to go repair my axe, actually. Axe-ually? Yeah, that doesn't work out, never mind. Here, let's go run back. I need to go repair that sucker. I am kind of interested to try something, though. I haven't really messed with this much yet. Hey, you, big guy. Come over here. Come here, big guy. Where are you? Yeah, there you go. Go get it. Oh, crap. Oops. Ah, man. Alright, everyone. Follow me. This is going to be a nightmare trying to get them all back in place. This is just so not going to work out well. Alright. Come on. Everyone over here. Oh, the flyers are so obnoxious. Alright. Land. Good enough. Ah, man. I was thinking it would only give that whistle to one, but no, that's an everyone whistle. Yeah, I haven't played with that one yet, obviously. Ah, Spina. Please don't park on the farms. That's kind of annoying. Here, we gotta move you. Alright. You have room to run around-ish. tanking 3 T-Rexes with a stego? Huh. Haven't tried to do that. Yeah, that was not the way to use that command, but I laughed. I thought it was amusing. Yeah, it's going to take a while to rearrange all these dinos, though. Oh, those guys are all good. I actually do want to move them. I am that OCD about my dinosaurs. Actually, I just don't want them in the way, because some of these I just don't really ride or have tons of use for right this moment, so, you know. And then there's the scorpion who gets stuck on everything and everyone, and can't move because I am carrying way too much. Oh, you're ready for a level chip? Why not? More health for you. You are probably never going to see any battle. Let's go ahead and park. This is Lego, right? Over here. Lego my stego. Yeah, that'll work. I've had some interesting things where I've gotten jumped by a bunch of things while out running around, but not 3 T-Rexes. That's a little much. I can see where that would be... brown note inducing. Potentially. It's funny, they're not necessarily too bad on their own, but I can see where 3 of them would be problematic. Make another wall. I need to eat again, don't I? Do I have anything on me? Lots of seeds. Nope. Oh, I guess I actually do still need that to see. Hello, you. By the way, if you hear some thunking right now, that's the cat rubbing up against the microphone. That's how she rolls. Yeah, stegos don't move quickly, do they? I have heard of others saying that they can tank quite a bit too, though. Same with ankylos. I kind of said it in my last video, but I don't really want to go taming too much, just because I can't make a saddle for everything yet. I mean, it's bad enough I have Sauron hanging around, and sure, he's fun to go run around and point at stuff and make it die, but it would be a lot more enjoyable for me if I could hop on a saddle and ride him around, instead of most of the time leave him back at the base. Oh, for an eat-all button. What I wouldn't do. Oh yeah, I said I was going back to repair this thing. Pretty soon I'm going to actually have to use that stupid thing. Oh, that's going to be obnoxious. I think I'm going to put another gate in. I'll put in a smaller one right there, or maybe over here. I'll put in a normal-sized door. That thing takes way too long to open. Okay, it's a little better than I remembered. But still. Yeah, no, maybe I'll be okay with that. Okay, this just isn't going to work. We need to move. Here. You can park it right there, or you can hover right there. That's actually not a good place either, but... Oh, I forgot, I need to make you a saddle, don't I? Wow, you get pretty good bonuses there. You're not bad. How are you doing? 462. Let's give you some more. Ah, look at that. 500. I've done a lot of leveling up via crafting. It does work out pretty well. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that's Well, I don't know if it's an unfortunate thing, but it's a bit of a necessity in a sense. I need more ingots, and more hides. You should have ingots. Ah, come on, let's try that again. So throw those in there, throw all those in there. And now we can repair that. I would say I've gotten more levels from crafting than I have from hunting. I think that's a fair statement. Just gonna go check on things, see how the wall is looking here. I do need to be wrapping up shortly though, so just kind of a heads up there. Like I said, this has been a little more than me kind of testing the waters and seeing if my various settings and hardware choices are cooperating. They seem to be. So maybe I'll do some more of this down the road. For those who weren't here earlier, I may end up doing a little streaming next week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm not saying all of those days, I'm just saying those are the possible days. If I do, it'll be probably in the daytime Pacific Standard Time, which I know doesn't work for anyone on the West Coast, or probably doesn't, so, but my schedule is wacky. I work with what I have to deal with, essentially, so my schedule does not coincide with, generally speaking, most of the standard ones. I guess if you want a bunch of flint, then... Or is it rocks? No. I think those are rocks, aren't they? They're not flint. Maybe they're both. I don't remember. I've read too much about this game and yet haven't actually done enough to really speak with any authority about anything. Probably need more thatch about now, huh? Yeah, that's the thing about some of those bigger dinosaurs. Even when they're sprinting, it's not fast. Although part of it is somewhat deceptive because you end up being up way high and they take, generally speaking, larger steps, but yeah, they still move slow. It's like I think I run faster than the scorpion does right now. Granted, I've put a few points into my run speed, but still, I feel like I move faster than the scorpion, and that drives me a little nuts when I got used to how quick Freya was. She was a pretty fast runner. Not super fast, so I didn't put a whole lot of points into that particular skill for her, her stat. So what am I missing here? About 8 walls, roughly. And then I have a fully enclosed dinosaur area. I guess that's a little bit of progress, huh? That's a lot of progress compared to the last episode. None of this stuff was up, really. All of that. Wow. And then most of that. Still would like to go up higher than 1. Sauron has actually walked over the walls, so 1 isn't really all that helpful in the grand scheme. Hey, look, Ronnie needs a level. Give him some health, why not? Yeah, Ronnie, you're an early tame. You don't exactly have the best stats. Is anyone else ready for a level? I can take care of that before I call it a day. Pink needs a level. Pink has better taming going on. Spina, you're ready for a level. Sure, melee damage. Why not? Make you a better gatherer. Racer X, you are sitting in the corner. I feel kind of bad about that. Let's get you out of the corner. Assuming you are willing to get out of the corner. There's no need for you to be in the corner. Or at least not in that corner. At least be in a corner where you can kind of move around a little bit. There you go. Oh yeah, there's the Bronto. I forget about that guy over there. It's a Bronto and a trike. I think there's something else over there too. I actually swam out there just for kicks a while back, just to see. Oh, look at that. Bronto, Parasaur, a couple of trikes. She's only a level 4. That actually wouldn't take very long to tame, thanks to massively increased taming speed. Sorry, I'm just trying to see. Is that it? Yeah, that is a Parasaur. Okay. Yeah, I keep ignoring the whole oceanic-bound creatures. Well, maybe not ignoring. I just haven't jumped on that boat yet, so to speak. I'll get to it. I've been kind of busy with all the land stuff and thinking about flying that I just haven't gotten around to do anything with. Getting either a Megalodon or a... whatever the dolphin one is. I can't think of what those are called right now. It's not Dilophosaurus, because that's the little guys. It's Dilap something or other. I can't remember. Oh wow, you have a bunch of levels, don't you? I guess I haven't paid attention to that. Do you have more? No, you're done. Good. I guess good. I don't know. Maybe that's not good. Okay. Let's move you. It's going to be the last thing I do. Oh, that's not at all obnoxious. I forget to not be holding that thing. Okay, so I do need to call it a day, unfortunately. This actually went a whole heck of a lot longer than I planned for it, because, again, I've just been trying to test things and see if everything's working. It's actually complaining at me right now. It went from a nice green dot to a yellow dot, and it says, check resolution. I haven't changed anything, so I'm willing to guess that means I don't have as much bandwidth available to me right now. So let me go put her down and see if she'll land somewhere. I am going to actually let her fly for a minute just because I want to see if she'll land. Aha! There you go. Good. Didn't want her just floating. That was kind of obnoxious. Big wings in the way. And you're probably in the way too, if you're going to be right there. At least you're in the way of Sauron. So let's move you. I don't know where to move you. Let's move you over here. That'll work. You can hang out over here. That way you're theoretically out of the range of anything big and tall. I think right now anything gets me a lot of meat, especially if I take this guy with me. Having 2 times gathering really gets you a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. Hello. I do enjoy watching them walk around. I'm weird that way. Will I do a giveaway? I don't know. That actually requires buying another copy to give it away. Possibly. I don't know. I've never done any of those things. That's not really been my style to this point, so I don't know. Maybe. I won't say no. There are a lot of things I won't say no to only because I just don't know at this point. But I do need to call it a day, I can tell you that much. I do have other things I need to get on before the day completely wanders away from me. But I guess drink is one of those things, huh? Much appreciate you watching. Give me some feedback. Let me know what's broken, what's working, etc., etc. Come on, close the door. But probably won't be doing any more streaming over the weekend. Again, if I'm going to be streaming first time, or next opportunity probably won't be until Wednesday or Thursday. If I do, I'll actually run the advertisement across the channel. Right now I have it only on the channel, not on videos as well. So, I don't know, just maybe pop in on Wednesday-ish. Just take a look. I don't know, I might not. It really just depends on how the day's going and if I'm going to have time to sit down and play. But if not, then Thursday or Friday. One of these days I will one of these days next week. One of the days next week? Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. One of those days next week I will do it. I just don't know when at this point. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to stop things right here. And... oh, that sounds bad. Dropping a dodo into the ground? Into the water? Wow. That's torturous. Poor dodos. Anyway, I need to call it a night. So, again, thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate your feedback, letting me know what's working, what's not working, etc. That actually really helps me a whole ton getting things set up so that by the time I'm ready to actually do this for real and not call it a test, it should theoretically be a better experience for everyone. So I need to call it a night right here. Be back with more stuff for you on Monday. So have a good evening, have a good weekend. See you guys later.